my memories.
You can either go with Doran's Blade or Shield, depending on what you're facing bot. If you have a melee setup bot, then it's best to go for the Shield. Try to get boots and lifesteal as soon as possible. First item should always be the Blade of the Ruined King for nice healing, good attack speed and a powerful synergy with our Silverbolt passive for massive damage. Next go for the Berserkers or Infinity Edge for extra damage, because all of our damage comes from auto attacks, and the more attacks we can pull off, the more damage we'll do. So I say again, attack speed is very important. So the next item is Rage Blade, and again for its attack speed and synergy with our Silverbolt passive. Phantom Dancer and Storm Razor for attack speed and crit. So with these items we have about 75% crit and good attack damage with a lot of on-hit bonuses, and we will become a major threat for the enemy team. If you're facing a healing heavy team early on, consider buying Executioner's Calling to counter healing. And once you get enough damage, sell the item back to the shop, because now no amount of healing will save him from your attacks. We're going to pick Halo Plates for Vayne. And why Halo Plates, you ask, and not press the attack like every other guy out there? Well, press the attack is not bad, especially when you're in a good team, but when playing ranked matches you need to scale up in power as fast as possible so you can carry your team in an earlier stage. Attack speed is super important on Vayne, and because we want to proc our W skill as many times as possible. Halo Blades helps us proc our Silverbolt skill a lot faster than using press the attack. And try to remember to always pick W as our first skill when using Vayne instead of Q. That way you'll do a lot more damage. Then we'll pick Sudden Impact because it will boost our damage on tumble. It's on a short 4-second cooldown, so keep that in mind. Eyeball Collection, it's nothing special, but it is the best one here. Ravenous Hunter will synergize well with our Silverbolt's true damage proc and give a good amount of heal. So again, we're going back to the W skill. In the position tree we will go with Alacrity to give us the much needed attack speed, Coup de Grace to help us kill off our low HP targets, offense, again we need the attack speed, and the next two you can pick and choose whatever you want. I picked the armor to be a little bit more tankier and HP to be able to trade better. Here is a good example on how the enemy is trying to cover behind his turret, but he makes the fatal flaw of being close to walls. It will give us a good opportunity to do some serious damage to him. Always try to stun the enemy whenever possible. Here we have top lane Tryndamere coming bot to help the AD, but as you can see here, I'm just trying to harass Tryndamere a little bit, just do some little bit damage. But Pyke here is doing an excellent job of being a support and taking a lot of damage, which is exactly what he should be doing. And here I am trying to shave off some HP on Lucian, but he makes me go back because of his ultimate. So I just try to get some HP back and go attack again, but Pyke is being very aggressive, which I like, and we kill him off. It is super important to always play as a team in bot lane. Even if you don't agree with your teammate in initiating a fight, you should always follow through. As you can see, Pyke is doing an excellent job of taking damage and initiating fights. So if I were just to ignore him and not go with him, then we would have failed bot lane very hard. Here's a good example. We kill off Tryndamere, but the jungler is trying to kill us off. I can see that his clone is hunting us, so I just take off a little bit of damage, so hopefully the minions will take care of him. And here we are trying to kill off Shaco, but unfortunately his fear wards saves him. But it was a good job, it was a good teamwork between me and the Pyke. Lucian's support has rage quitted, so it's not easy for him to go against two people at the same time, but he still managed to put up a good fight. In this matchup we have two assassins that are pretty much destroying our team, and the first one is Rengar and the second one is Zed. They are pretty much dominating the entire map and killing off every lane possible. So what you want to focus on when playing Vayne is that you need your items. So you need to try to farm and get as many kills as you can. Now the thing is, farming CS is not so safe. If you think that you can farm CS and catch up, it is a huge mistake, because that they will only make you a target to gank, you see. So here I am, I know it is a suicide mission, but I need the extra gold from the kill. So even though Zed is getting even more fed, at least we are getting 300 gold that we can spend on boots or extra longsword or whatever, or to just complete our items. Here we have a Kate without that horrible thresh, so I try to do some damage to her, and Brand does an excellent job of finishing her off, and I try to CS as much as I can here as well. But as you can see, when we try to kill off Thresh, well, I'm not trying to kill off him right now. I first want to focus on getting the turret, meaning the extra gold. But since Brand is initiating a fight, I need to follow through. But I see that Brand is being ganked above me, so I try to get away. But when I realized that all my escape routes are being cut off, I do another kamikaze mission and finish off Thresh for the extra gold. Yeah, even though I could have survived by backing away or trying to run away, it is still better to try to get the kill to get the extra gold, because 600 extra gold is really nice to have. Vayne is very item dependent, so we need to get as much gold as we can, and when I see that Caitlyn is alone, I just go all in and try to kill her off as fast as I can, because I think Thresh is probably one of the best supports in the game. He can be super annoying to play against. Here we are trying to take the dragon. Now I am trying to help kill off these dangerous opponents like Rengar and Zed, but the thing is, Thresh can also be a super annoying element to fight against, so me hiding in the bushes and killing him off was, I think, the best idea there. Here we find Caitlyn alone again, so I try to kill her off, and you can see that she is panicking as soon as she sees me, which is a good thing. And you can see how fast we can get off our attacks because of the Halo blades, and even Caitlyn realizes that we are using that rune, and it's it's not often you get a compliment on the rune page that you are using. It's usually the other way around. It is a very even match, and the slightest mistake can turn the tide for the other team. As you can see here, we are making a good push. We kill off their mid, and we're going in pursuit. But the thing is, Warwick, I'm not complaining, Warwick is doing an excellent job of being a tank, but the thing is, he is overextending and leaving us open for a counter-attack. As you can see, Zed and Rengar, they are not missing any chances of doing some serious damage to us whenever they see an opening. It is also pretty common knowledge that whenever you're playing AD carry, you're always the #1 target for the enemy team. So always try to stay behind someone or use the tank or your teammates as a shield. Otherwise, you risk being killed off and you won't be able to help your team. Like here we have another team fight. I try to stun, at least I'm thinking of stunning Zed, but he has his shield, so I can't stun him, but at least we try to kill him off. But as you can see, Rengar and Zed are doing so much damage that our team is having a hard time of staying alive. Even though Warwick did an excellent job, it's still we still needed to do a lot more damage. I shouldn't have died there. Here we have another team fight where I try to kill off Haim as fast as I can, but I misclick. Instead of attacking him, I started to walk against him, but I have enough items so my mistake can be forgiven easily. But never underestimate the assassins. They're always trying to gank you. We got one, but Zed kills us off, and Caitlyn, of course, with her long range. Since we are using the Halo blades, we will have enough attack speed now to be I guess hyper carry is a bit exaggerated, but we can be a very dangerous force to the enemy team with only these items that we have now. With the Rage Blade and Infinity Edge and the Ruin King, we can do a lot of damage and stay on top. We can dish out a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Even though Thresh is stacked with a lot of armor and HP items, he goes down very fast because of our passive Silver Bolts and our high attack speed. And finally, the match is going in our favor now. They are always running away and we are winning most of the team fights. And once you have all of your items, the match is usually over, but here is a quick glance on how strong Vayne can really be when she comes into the hyper carry mode. You can pretty much one-on-one anyone, be they a tank or brawler or whatever class, but the one class that you should be careful when facing is the assassin class. If you're facing someone that's really good at playing the assassin and they get off their ultimate on you, chances are you will die, but you will not die alone. You will always take someone with you, so try to keep that in mind when playing Vayne. Vayne is very difficult to learn, but once you master her, you will love everything about her.